Hello, welcome to my channel. If you have found me, then congrats, you're pregnant. I'm here just to share my workouts through my second pregnancy with you, starting in my second trimester. 2, 3, be soft. Good morning. All right, we're gonna have a fun little leg day today. It's not too long of a workout. We're gonna get it done. We're gonna get sweaty. It's gonna be really fun. If you haven't watched my deadlift tutorial video yet, go back and watch that. But otherwise, enjoy the workout. Okay, the superset is 2 exercises performed quickly back to back. So we're gonna be doing side walks with the band, followed by kettlebell deadlifts. So again, if you haven't watched that tutorial, go back and do it. You're gonna take a loop and just fasten it somewhat tightly around your ankles, just so that I could stand with a little bit of tension, feet about hip width apart. Okay, and then slight hips back, knees soft, and just step side to side. We're gonna do about 10 steps each way. 3, 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, 10, 10. Okay, so you take that off, and again, we're supersetting. So we're gonna try to take as little rest between exercises as possible. I've already got my kettlebell set up here. I'm gonna make sure it's directly below my body. I'm gonna give myself a nice wide stance to make room for my belly. Toes are pointed out, chest up, hips are gonna sit back. If you need something behind you, keep the wall behind you. Otherwise, chest up, shoulders back, lift, squeeze the glutes, push through the heels, hips back. Squeeze the glutes, push through the heels, hips back. Keep your chest up by keeping your shoulder blades pulled back together. 4, 5, squeeze the glutes at the top. 6, 7, 8, squeeze, 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 pushing through the heels. 9, 10, you can do 2 more if you're comfortable. 11, all the way down to the ground, chest up, shoulders back. 12, squeeze glutes, put it down the same way you exercised. So don't cave and drop your back when you go to put the weight back. So you're putting the weight back the same way you did using your deadlift technique, going up and down during the exercise. So take a breather. We're gonna take about 30 seconds. I'm gonna put the band back around my ankles during that time. Oh, here's your reminder too, to eat before and after your workouts if you're not already. So just a little something to give your body some glucose to burn off during the workout. Not just a carb, preferably a carb with a protein. So if you're gonna have like a protein shake, have like a banana with it, some type of carbohydrate to give you that glucose, but make sure it doesn't burn off so quickly. And then afterwards, have a normal meal fairly quickly within like about 30 minutes after your workout, just to restore your glucose levels. Okay, so soft knees, hips back, same thing, about 10 steps each way. Now, if it's too hard around your ankles, you can pull it up around your knees, up above your knees. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm gonna do 2 more. 12. Kind of keeping in that 10 to 12 rep scheme. Okay, again, as little rest as needed. So toes pointed out, nice wide stance to make room for your belly. Shoulders back, helps to keep your chest up. Hands straight in front of you. Hips back, lift. Hips back, push through the heels, squeeze the glutes. 3, 4. Make sure you're not arching your back on the way back. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now again, if you watch the deadlift tutorial, remember you can put this on a little bit of a raised surface if you need to make it a little bit easier. If you find that you can't get all the way down to the ground without arching the back, I highly recommend putting it on top of a slightly elevated surface. So I used a 4-inch box to demonstrate. You can use weights that you have sitting around, books, whatever you need to, exercise step, just to bring it a little closer up to your reach. Okay, so about 10 more seconds here. You put the band on, keep the rest periods relatively short. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, let's do it. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, 10 to 12 there. A little rest is needed. Okay, wide stance, room for the belly, toes pointed out, shoulders back. We'll keep the chest up, hands straight down. Another key here is you could run your hands down your legs as you go to pick up the weight. Make sure you're not holding it out in front of you. All right, chest stays up. 1, chest up, push through heels. 2, 3, squeeze glutes. 4. When you come up, don't arch back. 5, don't do that. Butt tucked under. 6, 7, 8. Chest should never point down towards the floor. 9, 10. Nice. All right. So those are our first 3 rounds of exercise. We did band walks, superset with kettlebell deadlifts. That felt really good. You should be feeling a nice burn in the glutes right now. We're gonna move on and do a little more glute action. When you go to put the weight back, make sure you deadlift it up. Okay, we're gonna do another 2 exercises back to back, so another superset. We're targeting the glutes with this exercise. I want you to sit straight up with your shoulder blades, either the middle or the bottom of your shoulder blades right against a chair or a bench. You want to put your feet out in front of you so that when you lift your body, you get about a 90-degree angle with your knees. Okay, so if you watched my back pain video, you might already have a good idea of how to do this. We're going to review. So a few practice reps here. Feet are about shoulder width apart. You're going to be pushing through heels, not your toes. And as you lift, we're trying to get a scoop of the pelvis. Okay, notice I'm not bridging like this. I'm not doing like a yoga bridge. Okay, what I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get a posterior pelvic tilt. If you watch some of our earlier videos, we practice that posterior pelvic tilt, pushing through the heels, and then back down. I'm not coming all the way back. You can. I'm just gonna get that pelvic tilt. Okay, so again, pushing through the heels, not the toes, getting that nice posterior pelvic tilt at the top, that scoop. All right, we're gonna go for 10 to 12 reps here, okay? So, shoulder blades back against the bench. Knees should form about a 90-degree angle. If your hamstrings start cramping, you're too far out. If you feel it more in your quads, you're too far in. So play with that angle a little bit so you get the butt muscles. Okay, here we go. Scoop, 2, 3, down. Scoop, 2, 3, down. Make sure you're not getting the toes pushing. You'll get a lot of quad if you start doing a lot of toes, or you might get a lot of other muscles you don't need to be working. 1, 2, 3. Here comes 5. 5, 2, 3. 6, 2, 3. Notice I've even taken my toes off the ground. 7, 2, 3. Which might make it easier for you to not push through them. 8, 2, 3. 9, 2, 3. One more here. 10, 2, 3. Good. So should feel a good burn in your glutes when you do that. You shouldn't feel more intensity in your quads. You might need to play around a little bit with foot position. Okay, it's a superset, right? So we're going to do 2 exercises back to back. Right now, we're going to do kickbacks with the band. So if you need something to hold on to, please do. If you don't need something to hold on to, and this doesn't bother your SI joints or anything like that, stand on one leg. The idea here is we're going to kick back at this 45-degree angle. Now look, I'm not going straight back. I'm going to kick back at this 45-degree angle. Watch our earlier videos, we've done these side lying. Right now, you're going to do 45-degree angle out to the side. Okay. Preferably, you're going to stand on one leg. If you can't do that, if it's uncomfortable, your balance is off, just hold on to something. And we're going to go for 8 to 10 reps on this one, okay? So stand on one leg, 45-degree angle back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And again, you're using the same loop that you use for lateral band walks. Switch. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, some of you aren't going to be comfortable at this point in your pregnancies with single leg stance exercises. That's fine. If it's not comfortable, it's totally fine. Just hold on to a wall. That should give you the stability you need. But skip it all together if it's uncomfortable. Always listen to your body first. Okay. So we're going to go straight back into glute bridges after you get a little bit of a breath. Catch your breath. And then we'll go back down. All right, here we are again. Feet about shoulder width apart. And you're going to have your sit up straight and have your shoulder blades right up against the edge of your bench or your chair, making sure you have about a 45-degree angle when you come up. Okay, I'm going to go for another 10 reps here. So as you lift, scoop. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Support your neck if you need to, if you have any pain or discomfort. 1, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. Help me keep track of my reps a little bit. 5, 2, 3. Check, make sure you're pushing through your heels. 6, 2, 3, not your toes. 7, 2, 3. You should feel this in your glutes. 8, 2, 3. 9, 2, 3. One more here. 10, 2, 3. Whew. Good burn. Okay. You want to stand right back up and put the band back around your ankles. Again, hold on to something if you need to. Okay, so I've got the band around my ankles. I'm going to stand on my right leg first. Just because my right leg is stronger, I'm going to do strong sides first, but you can choose to do what you want to do. Back at a 45-degree angle, and again, not straight back, 45-degree angle. Now, I suggest you keep your hand on your hip while you do this, because what I don't want to see is this. We're not doing any hiking at the back. That's going to cause back pain. Everything up here should stay stable. So if you have your hands on your hips, or maybe you have to hold on with one hand, put the other hand on the hip, you shouldn't feel any lift of that hip, okay? Here, and you keep going until we get 10 reps. 7, 8, 9, 10. It's very normal to feel the down leg working more than the working leg. Good. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Keep that back stable. 7, 8. No hip lift. 9, 10. If you find yourself doing all sort of wacky things with your back and you can't quite get to 10, that's when you know you're done. Or you might need to lower the tension on your band. So that might be just a little bit too much for your body. Okay, so I'm gonna give ourselves a little breather, grab some water if you need to. Okay, back to it. I'm gonna get down on the ground again, which is getting harder and harder. I know. All right, feet shoulder width apart, pushing through the heels, 90-degree angle here, shoulder blades right up against the bench. Scoop. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. Pushing through those heels, squeezing the glutes. 6, 2, 3. 7, 2, 3. 8, 2, 3. 9, 2, 3. 10, 2, 3. Give it a nice long squeeze on that last one. All right. Hop up or crawl up or slowly come to your feet, however you wish to arise. All right, now again, I'm going to start with my right leg. 45-degree angle, hand on hip, just to monitor. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to give it a couple more. 11, 12. Just feels right. Okay, same thing other side. 45-degree angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Whew. Okay, shouldn't get any back pain with that. If you're starting to feel back discomfort, strongly recommend holding on to something next time and making sure you're really monitoring the back. So the leg's not going out too far. You can think about it as going like just a few feet away from your body. It's not like seeing how far out your leg can go. I'm not trying to make you a gymnast. All right. All right, we're getting there. We only have 3 exercises left. This one is solo, so you get a little break from supersetting. So we're going to be doing reverse lunges. I have an RX pad. You can use a pillow or a couch cushion or whatever you feel comfortable with, just something to cushion your knee as it comes down, or just avoid coming all the way down to the floor with your knee. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with split stance, that means legs apart exercises at this point in your pregnancy, avoid this exercise entirely. Skip over it and go to the next one. Some of you are not going to feel comfortable with that at this point, and that's fine. Just honor your body with that. For those of you who do still feel comfortable with split stance exercises, know that in our 3rd trimester workouts, you're not going to see any split stance exercises, just to avoid that, because we have so much laxity in our bodies right now. But for those of you who do feel comfortable, we're going to go ahead and start with reverse lunges. So you're standing on one leg, you're going to bring the other leg back, and then come to standing. Bring it back, come to standing. Now the idea here is not to flop, okay? We're not coming down hard, especially because that's not great for our joints. We are gently descending. So this leg is doing all the work. The leg you're standing on is getting all of the action. 4. We're gonna aim for 10 here. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, take a little bit of a break between legs if you need to. If you don't, you're gonna go ahead and roll right into the next leg. So switch legs, gently back, 2, 3. Notice I'm putting my hands out in front of me just to counterbalance. That's totally fine. 4. This leg's doing all the work. 5. Don't plop. No plop zone. 6. Gentle and controlled. 7. 8. 9. 10. Okay, now you are going to take about 30 seconds to rest before you start the next set. Hopefully you're getting your heart rate up a little bit. Just me? Oh no. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to my right leg since I started with that one. We're going to go into 10 reps on each side. Okay, nice and controlled. 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't forget to breathe. Don't hold your breath. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. And then we're going to switch sides. Start with my left leg and take a step back. 1, 2, nice and controlled. 3, 4. You can tell which one my stronger side is. 6, 7, 8, 8-ish, 9, 10. Whew. Good. I need my 30-second rest. Just me? All right. Remember to take water breaks as you need to. Another good thing to remember is your sodium needs go up quite a bit while you're pregnant. So a lot of us avoid salt, thinking it's going to give us hypertension, high blood pressure. Only 10 to 25% of the population is actually affected by salt in a way that it elevates the top number, that's systolic blood pressure, where you could actually use salt during your workouts if you're getting a lot of sweat, if you're sweating a lot, or if you're just in a hot environment, to help replenish your electrolytes. Taking a good electrolyte powder with plenty of sodium is really, really helpful, especially if you're active during pregnancy or if you're pregnant in a hot time of year, especially if you're doing both. Okay, I'm going to start again with my right leg. 10 more reps on each side, and then we're only 2 exercises away from being done. Okay, 1, 2, 3, breathe. 4, gentle, no plopping. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4. Looking at something still really helps, by the way. 5, something that's not too far away from you. 6, 7, just with balance. 8, 9, 10. Whew. So I picked a spot 3 to 4 feet out in front of me to look at. Sometimes if you pick up something too far away, it doesn't help you as much with balance. So I'm just looking down at something still. And that can help quite a lot with your balance during this exercise. Okay, we're only 2 exercises away from being done. Okay, after you get a good break and some water, we're going to do our last superset. So last superset here is low box squats. So you do this with as low of a bench or a box as you're comfortable with. You can use a chair, you can use an exercise bench. I'm going to use a box here. And I am going to grab a weight I'm going to be doing a goblet squat with it. So I'm going to hold the weight like this, make the shape of a goblet with my hands. You can do whatever's comfortable for you. You don't have to use weights for this. But we are just going to squat down to the box, and then that's going to be directly followed by Romanian deadlifts. So I'm going to use dumbbells. You can use a band. You can use a barbell if that's what you feel comfortable with. I'm just going to go ahead and use dumbbells. So let's get started. Okay, pick it up like you're deadlifting it. Okay, I'm going to take a wide stance to make room for my belly. Toes pointed straight out. All right. 1, 2. Now I'm going to make sure my knees aren't wobbling. I'm going to try to keep them pressed out. 3, 4. Keeping heels, big toe, and little toe on the ground. 5, 6, 8 to 10 here. 7, 8, 9, 10. Hip hinge when you put it down. Again, don't lose your exercise technique just when you're picking up and putting weights away. Okay, now RDLs. Okay, so I'm going to have feet just shoulder width apart here. I do need a little bit of room for my belly, but we don't need a really wide stance. Deadlift them up. Okay, so chest up, shoulders back. And then you're going to do a nice slow 3-second soft knee bend down to mid-shin and back up, or until you feel a very gentle stretch in your legs. Now, keep going. When you're pregnant, get a nice little stretch in your hammies, you're a lot more lax in your ligaments. So I don't want you going too far. I'd rather you stop mid-shin than end up going down to the floor, because you risk injury that way. So you don't need to go too far. Very, very gentle stretch in the legs. 6, 7, 8. Run these down your shins. Don't hold them far in front of your body. 9. 10. Okay, deadlift them down or squat them down. Take a 30-second breather. A little bit longer if you need to. Totally fine. Listen to your body between sets. If you need more than I'm telling you, please take it. And take water breaks anytime. You can always pause this. So far, so good. All right. Now, when you're ready, go back to the box. Get your wide stance. Toes pointed out to make room for your tiny growing human. Deadlift the weight up. If you're using a weight, hold it against your chest. I'm going to goblet. I'm going to adjust my mic. I'm going to goblet and down. 1, 2, 3. It's okay to sit all the way down in the box. You don't have to just tap. 5. This will help you a lot with getting up and down from the floor. 6. Same with the lunges. 7. With a baby, I mean. 8. There's a lot of up and down from the floor. 9. 10. I think with my first son, I had another boy coming. I was not prepared for how much up and down from the floor there would be. My husband actually developed knee pain. So I highly recommend practicing as deep of a squat and a lunge as you can, as you're comfortable with during pregnancy. Obviously, as much as you're comfortable with. But all that to say, there's a lot of up and down. So practice it. Choose exercises that imitate that. Okay, feet about shoulder width apart. Deadlift the weights up. Or squat. 1, 2, 3. 2, 2, 3. Gentle stretch, not all the way down to the 4. 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. If you have any back pain, don't go nearly as low. 6, 2, 3. If you have to stop at the knees, stop at the knees. 7, 2, 3. 8, 2, 3. 2 more. Come on, push it out. 2, 3. 1 more. 10, 2, 3. Squeeze your glutes to come back up. And squat or deadlift the weight down. Take your rest. This is our last set. Last one. Then you can just go about your day and be happy you did it. And be mad at me. But also be happy that I made you do this. My patients would often say that PT stands for personal torture or pain and torture. And I say, but you love it. You keep coming back. You love it. The same with you. You keep coming back. All right. When you've had a good rest, you feel ready for our last set, we're going to deadlift the weight up, goblet it, go for our last 10 back squats, go for our last 8 to 10 RDLs, Romanian deadlifts. Okay, ready? Okay. 1, 2 wide. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10. Nice. Okay. Last one. Last set, best set. Okay. Remember to keep the weight close to your body. Don't go into back pain. Only go mid shin, right below knee, whatever you need to not feel back pain. Get a little stretch in your hammies. Okay, shoulder width apart. Squat or deadlift the weight. Okay. Shoulders back. Stretch. 2, 3. Squeeze glutes to come up. 2, 2, 3. 4, 2, 3. 5, 2, 3. 6, 2, 3. 7, 2, 3. 8, 2, 3. Squeeze glutes to come up. 2 more. 2, 3. 10, 2, 3. Ah. Oh. Okay. Now, if you did have trouble getting those weights up and down from the floor, remember too, you can always put those weights on a higher surface and grab them from there if you don't feel comfortable squatting or deadlifting them up. Oh. All right, now, if you don't have time, you can go. Hopefully you do have a few seconds. You can join us for a few cool down belly breaths. So go if you have to. Stay tuned if you can. All right, very last thing here. I'm gonna take some really good belly breaths and engage the deep core a little bit to finish. All right, here we go. When you breathe in, you're gonna fill your belly with air. and relax pelvic floor. And then when you breathe out, draw pelvic floor up and in and pull belly button back and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and belly breath. Relax pelvic floor. You can imagine a flower opening to try to relax the pelvic floor completely. And truly, don't work on just contracting the pelvic floor. We want to make sure that we're also really good at relaxing it, because we do need to relax those muscles in order to push out a baby, not just be really good at contracting them. So, big belly breath in, relax. Exhale, draw pelvic floor up and in, pull belly button back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Relax. Exhale. Draw pelvic floor up and in. Pull belly button as far back and up as you can get it. Inhale, relax. Exhale. Contract. Pull pelvic floor up and in. Pull belly button back, back, back. Inhale. Exhale. Three more here. Inhale, relax. Exhale, pull back. Inhale, relax. Exhale, pull pelvic floor up and in. Pull belly button up and in as far as you can. Inhale, one more. Exhale, pull back. As always, thank you for joining us. I hope you had a really good workout. I hope you're proud of yourself for the rest of the day. If you accomplished nothing else, you got through this leg day. So congrats, mama. See you next time.